pretty new school puff player. He just like showed up randomly out of nowhere. At least that's that's how I experience it, and he's just super good.
That's awesome. New school players coming out the works. That's just how it happens sometimes. He's definitely the player here that I'm personally not familiar with. Do you know if Frenzy and voff3 have teamed together before?
I actually feel like they have, but maybe I'm just confused. No, I'm thinking of Professor Pro and Sorg team, but that's the other way around.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm not sure if they have. voff3, notably from Norway, and Frenzy from the UK.
Yeah, one of the best players in the UK, number 5, just came back from a trip to the US. He's also been on the Ultimate grind recently. I don't know how in practice for Melee he happens to be. But, you know, he cares a lot about the game, takes it super seriously, loves doubles.
Yeah.
You'd probably say that they're the favored team to take this out of this particular
Frenzy
match.
voff3 is definitely the favorites. Like, they are the 2 better players, I would say. Gardex is a very old school player, and he plays all the Smash game, like everything.
Wow. I think like Marth Falco in general is a really interesting team because like Marth historically is like not the strongest team's character, and some people, especially at a lower level of play, like think that about Falco as well, where a lot of his singles play is based around like very like focused one-on-one combos, and then he becomes almost a completely different character in doubles, right? Where you're just controlling space with lasers. Your combo game isn't like quite as important, and it's more about how you work with your teammate.
Yeah, especially Falco's super good at setting up combos for his teammate, like with the shine and with the down air, has tons of hit stun and sends at a pretty like forgiving trajectory.
Oh yeah.
So you can just combo off it.
Down air and back air are such sick team combo tools.
So we actually see it's even the stocks, but I feel like blue team has kind of the percent lead right now, which is interesting because I would actually expect Frenzy and voff3 to just pretty easily take this. Not easily, but they should have this, but it's very close right now.
They're definitely not coasting at all. I think like Puff Peach is a really interesting team where they're both like fairly hard for, you know, like Falco to get a clean kill on them, and they also have like easier like edge guard setups. As you can see, like where the percent stocks are at right now, right? They're kind of focusing a lot on Frenzy. Frenzy's been the one dying first. And it's hard to get like really quick kills on a character like Puff or Peach in teams. They have a center stage right now, though, spacing them both out to the side. I like that back air. They try to go for something team-orientated in the middle there.
But still very close. I'm actually pretty surprised they went to FD.
To start, yeah. I wonder what the strikes were in this case. Because it would seem like, to me, it would seem like as a Puff Peach team, you wouldn't want to start here. But I don't know, it's working out pretty well so far. They definitely have the lead right now. Ooh, that's good.
It's super close. Like Gardex and Gardex is dead. No, he didn't get the save.
That was unfortunate.
And I would say Whoopee, I'm actually not sure, is like the least experienced player here. And you see Frenzy just going in because he knows voff3 is at the high percent, so he doesn't want to risk it. So Frenzy just playing like the face tank, and Whoopee just stays back, tries to punish something. Ooh, that actually doesn't kill.
Wow, surprise. He could have just charged it a little longer, would have worked out, but they probably expected that to finish off the job.
Yeah. Now they're both at a fairly high percent, and like right here, okay, that was a pretty good jab to stop Puff from going out there, because that could have been scary, and it still kind of is.
All right. Up smash seals the deal. Even Falco up smash will take that.
And he even got the grab release, so he didn't have like the grab armor.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Nice little wait there. They knew what was up. They knew what it took to take that game on.
Hey, Jigglypuff trophy. Let's go.
Wonderful.
But that was very close. And now we got the Whoopee and the Gardex with the counter pick.
In this case, so you just won on FD. I wonder what are they going to ban?
I actually think it's best of 5.
Oh, is it best of 5?
I'm
They're
not
doing
sure.
best of 5
sure.
for the whole top 32?
I'm not sure. Usually we do that at European tournaments, but I'm not sure.
Oh, and they're just
actually want to go to FD again. So I actually, I was actually it's best of 3. Okay, we just got that confirmed. But I'm actually of the opinion that when you play these floaty teams, you actually want the platforms because you can just get them in air or camp the platforms.
Yeah.
When you're like these fast, actually voff3 doing an edge guard on Frenzy, but luckily they both survived. Never mind, Frenzy died. So we want the platforms to like jump up there and control the space because they're both so slow.
Yeah.
So I can kind of see the merit of FD for Whoopee and Gardex, and it was very, very close the first game. So going back makes kind of sense.
If they're doing this, they're obviously confident to some extent that they could have taken that first game. I think, like,
and it should be.
Yeah. They're doing a really red team is doing a really good job of holding stage positions in general, where they often like have center stage between the two of them, or in that situation we just saw before, where both blue characters were in the corner or off the stage, and Frenzy and voff3 were holding like a very aggressive corner position.
Yeah. And something I've noticed is that even though that Whoopee and Gardex are playing so close to each other, they never hit each other. And Frenzy and voff3 kind of does. It also makes sense because they're both, like, right there.
Yeah.
voff3 goes for the forward throw on Gardex, and Whoopee just punishes us.
Oh, what? Oh, I was hoping they'd get more out of that 2v1 situation. Definitely could have tacked on a lot more percent with Puff gone for that little while. But, you know, it's hard. A lot of those team combos take a lot of coordination. It's not something you can just kind of, like, tap into right away. Oh.
That's a tournament winner, double laser. I actually didn't see it. He definitely got punished for it.
That was really unfortunate. voff3, Frenzy was really in a really good position there, where he chose down air instead of any other aerial to send Puff directly into voff3. Unfortunately, like, he didn't have the reaction in time to like pick up on it, but Frenzy like playing with a lot of like team's awareness, I think.
Yeah, but that kind of also what I was talking about before. It feels like they're not synergizing that well. They're doing a lot of pressure, but it feels like they're hitting each other, and they want to be in the same place, and that's bad when you're playing in a team, because one of the common mistakes that team players does is they try to do the same thing as their teammate are doing. And then you just cover nothing and hit each other. And you don't want that.
Absolutely.
Falco actually went out a jump, and he actually got killed. And Whoopee also got the kill.
Wow. This is looking like really good for blue team all of a sudden. They're at high percent right now, but they're managing to stay alive, and they're just like retaining stocks too. Even with that kill, right? It's looking definitely really good for blue team at the moment. So
actually, Gardex just going out there, waiting for Puff to get back. And I kind of like that. When you're Peach, you got the float and they can't really go out for you. So just stay out there till your teammate gets back.
A little accidental there. Something I really like about doubles in general is instead of going for your like standard cookie cutter follow-ups that you would go for in singles, you have to like get creative with like what sort of throws and stuff you use. I saw like a moment ago, Gardex used like down throw in a situation where you would never use it in singles, just to get his teammate in a safe position away from the other two, and then caught them with like an interesting down smash.
Oh, he tries to go out for the stitch, but he didn't catch it.
Oh.
But yeah, you're definitely right. Especially also, a lot of people would go for throws that will send the opponent an attack animation, because now you're actually two people to cover the attacks.
Exactly, exactly. Oh, that was beautiful. He caught Gardex, sent Gardex up to cover that and get him away so that they could set up for a 2v1 on the ground.
Yeah. And Falco actually got the shock on Gardex, even though he tried to stay way up there till his teammate came back. And this is rough. This is kind of the same situation as the first game, where Whoopee is still alive, voff3 at a high percent, and Frenzy just staying forward, like playing this wall, just controlling space. And then maybe voff3 can get in there for a punish. But Frenzy at low percent, so he wants to be like the meat shield.
Yeah, he's definitely playing like in front, like super patient with his lasers. There we go.
Nice. Great coverage.
Yeah. Love that. Just holding the ledge, forces him to take the stage. Really nice basic double strategy.